Alright, listen, we're gonna go bring I'm gonna try to keep this quick. This next guy made food for us last week, and he's an awesome super guy. Bring it up for Colin!
Hey everybody, how's it going? Woo! Give it up for Todd.
Yeah.
So I got another story for you guys. When I was a kid, I was sensitive as shit. Everything kind of got to me and everything. So I cried at Free Willy, and it's a lot worse than it sounds like at face value. This was, I had to research it in 1995 when Free Willy came out. And so it was on VHS. Went to my community church to go check it out. All the kids are piled in. The pastor pulls out the TV, puts the VHS in. And at the beginning, there's like a public service announcement, and Michael Jackson's on there, and he's like singing "Will You Be There?" Anybody, any fans? Anybody know it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the beginning, he's like, "Hold me," and I'm drawn in because they got the whales and stuff, and I'm like, "Oh man, like, you know, this is my language. I love animals," and he's doing the whole thing. He's doing the bit. You know, it's mid '90s, so you know he's doing this thing. He's circling around and everything. It fades to black. The end of the song, and all you can hear is, and they turn on the light, and they're like, "Shit, are you okay?" Like, and I'm like, "Just the whales. They're killing the whales," you know. And that's before Free Willy even came on. Like, that's how. Now, again, I found out this was 1995. In my memory, I'm like 8 or 9, but I'm actually like 12. Like, I probably should have, like, you know, grown some balls by then, but it's puberty, so maybe not. But when I was 8 or 9, I was in 3rd grade, and I was learning the English language. When I was going through school, I was in the Gifted and Talented Educators program. Anybody GATE kids? No? Just me? Yeah? GATE. G-A-T-E. So in 3rd grade, we're going through English, and teacher puts up on the board, I-S-L-E, and she's like, "What word is this?" Now, again, I'm a smart kid, so I'm usually right. I got this one. And she's like, "Okay, Colin, go ahead." And I'm like, "Izzle." And she's like, "No. No." And I'm like, "No, it's I-S-L-E, like little, like L-I-T-T-L-E. Like," and she's like, "No, it's Isle." And I'm like, "But it's Izzle." And I'm like doubled down on this, and I'm really making myself look real dumb from all the kids, which is making me embarrassed, but I'll be damned because it's Izzle. And she writes A-I-S-L-E. And I've seen it in the grocery store, you know, aisle 3, aisle 2. But at the time, I'm like, that's A-Izzle. And kids lost it. Like, I'm like, no, that's just, I don't do silent letters. In the same, like, in my brain, like, Islam is not Islam. You know what I mean? Like, top 5 religions, Islam. Dave Chappelle fans. Dislocated, dilocate. And I can see everybody's dialoguing this joke right now. Other weird things, like, why is Y-A-C-H-T not Y-O-T? Why is Q-U-E-U-E, fucking extra shit, not Q-U-E, or save everybody 80% of their time, just be Q. You know what I mean? But it's Q-U-E. If we're going to have those words, then I'm going to spell got, G-O-T, as G-A-C-H-T. Fuck it. You know? Also, Sue, if I meet any Susans, I'm going to call her S-U-E-U-E, Sue-E. Growing up, I learned multiple languages. I don't speak them now because I went to public schools and we just fucking don't fucking do that shit. But I learned French, German, Spanish. I picked up some Arabic and Urdu when I was deployed. But they have more stringent rules than we do. Like, we just kind of toss shit out, borrow shit, throw it out, whatever. Like, car. La voiture in French and el auto in Spanish. So it's a lady car in French, it's a guy car in Spanish. And in my head, I imagine some French guy going, is a car masculine or feminine? And we're like, it's just a fucking car, dude. Like, you know? Some English sticks with me from non-native speakers. I used to work at Phillips up in Baltimore, not in Ocean, and I would set up the restaurant, and then I would go and get some food because I'm hungry. And we went to this Greek Philly cheesesteak spot that was above us, and every time without fail, the Greek guy would be like, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise? No, man, I don't want no mayonnaise. Like, I'm a mustard, you know? While learning French in high school, I learned bad words and bad phrases and all that because, you know, I found that was more relevant than, you know, je suis, whatever. So I learned back in the day, it was a rap producer called Swiss Beats. And if you remember that for mnemonic, you can remember Swiss ma beat is suck my dick in French. So I picked that up, and that's how I remember it is Swiss beat. So I get into French class, and my buddy Paul's sitting there, and I'm like, Swiss ma beat means suck my dick. And he's like, oh shit, new information. And the teacher comes in. Now he's like hell on wheels, nobody likes him. They just give him a bunch of shit. He gives us a bunch of shit. And I'm like, eh. So I try to just, you know, whatever. Telling Paul this was probably not a good idea. He's like, hey man, j'ai Swiss ma beat. And I was like, hey, it's toi Swiss ma beat. You just said I suck my dick. And that's when the teacher was like, hey, that's why we learn pronouns. And so if you guys are against pronouns, just know that when you go to another language, get that shit. That's my story tonight. Give it up for everybody who's been here too.
Give it up for Colin, everybody. Very likable Colin.